My original budget to build this property was $650,000. We did not hit that number, and we're not even close, in fact. So then I was like, man, it's gonna be 1.2. I'm not gonna hit that number either. I told my wife we'll be done by the end of the year. Oops. All right, so we are headed out to my property. I haven't done a video update in a while about it, and so I'm super excited to show you. You can tell we're driving down this long country farm road around here, and you know, that's kind of why I moved out to Kansas City. I lived in Las Vegas, and we had actually been in contract to buy several different properties, but I actually backed out of 2 properties, one for $1.4 million and the other one for $1.8 million. My wife really wanted to move somewhere else, and I just felt like, man, that's not what I want. It's not what we want. You know, I don't want to have my kids grow up in Las Vegas. I wanted to live out in the country. Anyways, we're gonna go check out the property. The house is about 6,000 square foot. A lot of changes. We did owner builder, did not hire a general contractor. Was that a good idea? I got a wife. I don't know if that was a good idea, but I could tell you, you know, one of the things that I do, and sometimes my wife doesn't like it, is I'm like, you know what? I wanna like fail. I wanna fail and learn. So I knew going into this gig that I was gonna fail. I was gonna make a lot of mistakes, and I didn't know everything, because you can't know everything about something you've never done before. I have built houses before with partners where they were the men on the ground, and you know, they handled the construction aspect of things, and we did simple stuff like piers and monolithic slabs, stem walls, but I'd never done a basement or a walkout basement. So I knew that that was where we were gonna go wrong, and coincidentally, the first guy that we hired to dig out the hole, dug the hole wrong, stole $12,500 from me. I haven't even filed a complaint against that guy, but we're doing kind of a segment right now on bad contractors, and you can check out our video about the first guy who screwed us. And these are guys that I just wanna, like, as a homeowner, as a guy who is a competitor, as a guy who doesn't like to deal with dirtbags, I don't wanna see anybody else have to deal with them. I'm a pretty tough guy when it comes to dealing with like money and whatnot. There's a lot of people out there that, you know, maybe they spent all their money to dig out a hole for their basement, and to come find out some moron who doesn't know what he's doing digs it wrong can really set you back. And that's what happened to us. It set us back about 5 months. Even though it cost the $12,500, and then we had to spend $27,500 with the other guy to redig the hole. And then COVID happened, so it really probably cost me about $200,000, that one mistake, right? Just because of the increase of material cost, the other guy being delayed to get out here, everything, right? And so that's what really can screw you up on a property. But the good news is we are wrapping things up. We are at the final stages. I told my wife we'll be done by the end of the year. Oops. So I'm gonna walk you guys over here real quick. So we looked at this property. It was 15 acres and it slopes downhill. There's like a creek down there. I've walked the whole property. I'm excited about it because it's brand new to me, but I don't like really the grade here, the way that it slopes downhill. But I was like, I can make this work. I'm with my wife, and she's like, there's bugs everywhere, there's bugs. I'm like, geez. But you can see this is where we first started. Like, so literally, we started here because I was like, oh, okay, we're close to the airport. You can see a plane flying in the sky right now. And I'm like, cool, it's close to the airport. And the coolest thing here is you don't hear anything. If I was to start over, would I have bought this exact piece of land? No, I probably would have picked something closer to Overland Park in Kansas City, but I wanted to be close to the airport. Hindsight's 2020, and I'm really happy about what we've got. We're gonna go check it out. I'm gonna drive you guys through the whole neighborhood, the whole block, so you can see everything what's going on. So you can see our lake, our house right there in the background. Pop on in here. All right, so the funny thing about this, oil change required. Funny thing about this Razor is I bought this in Vegas, shipped it to Mississippi, had it on my farm, which I sold out there, and then now we're in Kansas City. Got a little bridge over here. There's Daryl's garden. That's one of the cool things I'm looking forward to doing out here. Just having myself a garden. You got corn, cucumbers. I mean, all that stuff coming fresh out of your garden. Saves you a lot of money. It's actually a good side hustle. If you can grow vegetables, you can sell them to your neighbors for sure. This is my neighbor Craig. This is his yard, the one that's nice and groomed. Over here is my not so nice and groomed yard. We picked this lot because we like the pond and we didn't have to maintain it. So we planted some trees. A lot of them didn't take, but I dug those all by hand. I guess I should have dug them deeper and made sure I got water. All right, Denver, get ready. So One thing to mention real quick is that my original budget to build this property was $650,000, and that was based off the cost of construction in Mississippi on 2 new builds I did in 2019. We did not hit that number, and we're not even close, in fact. So then I was like, man, it's gonna be 1.2. I'm not gonna hit that number either. And let me tell you something, I'm totally a budget guy, but I moved my wife and my family across the country. I've never built a new house. In Vegas, to build this thing, it'd be worth $5 or $6 million. So if I get this thing done, I'm not even gonna say a number anymore. The question would be, what do you think it's gonna cost me to get done based on where we're at right now? We still got grading to do. We still got interior painting to do. Originally, my architect had put these doors on the opposite side, and there was a breezeway over there. We're opposite of that. So now we've got a door to drive out. We got our trim work in here. We got lots of tile in here. What's up, man? Can I walk on that or no? Yeah. Okay, great, thanks. So this is my office. This is the tile going in right now. You see a professional job right here. That'll be the actual office, and you can tell we got a view of the lake, or the pond, if you will. So this was a breezeway that was not enclosed. We were gonna drive through and then do a freaking 3-point turn into our garage. Like I said, the doors were supposed to be out on this side. So we ended up enclosing this thing and then just making this like kind of a oversized mudroom, if you will. So he's putting, the cabinet guy's putting all these cool cabinets right on this wall. So when you come through, finally got steps. You see me jump up on this video. We got nice cabinets. This is the official mudroom. All the cabinets are going in right now. This is our pantry. So cool. One cool little feature I'm gonna show you. This is called a hidden door. So if I shove this way, they got a piece of tile here, but. So you got a disappearing door. These are custom. They got all these wood dowels in here. What's up, Edgar? ¿Cuántos más días? How you guys doing, man? Cabinets look great, man. Thank you. Tiles done in here, or close to being done. This is, you might have heard me talk about this before, but this master, what's up, man? This master it stopped here. Big architectural, what the hell is going on here, dude? Who the hell? Who's popping holes? I mean, let's cut them. I don't know what this is all about right here. So we're building a deck off of here. You can kind of see out, but now we got a nice view. There'll be a deck. Okay, yeah, so we got the tile floor for the master shower. We don't have a tub or anything here. We're just doing that. Looks good. Good. ¿De dónde eres? Guatemala. ¿Chapín?
Yes, sir.
Sí, Chapín. ¿Cuántos años vive aquí? 5 años. ¿Te gusta?
Sí.
So this is my closet right here. So originally, her closet stopped right here, and we had like a laundry room right here, and we're like, that's kind of silly because she wants a bigger closet. So we're gonna put a washer and dryer in here for her, and this will be her big closet now. One thing, like again, we got so many angles on this. I believe that was a flaw in our architectural design. Obviously, we approved it. This is just a bedroom. This is entering in somebody else's bedroom. Come through, vanity, toilet, shared tub, vanity. So we call this a Jack and Jill. Walk out, main living area, walk out, come to the kitchen. I'm gonna put a big ass deck out here, all the way out, past that concrete, probably the biggest deck on the block is what I'm talking about. The fire pit also is gonna go close to that septic, probably off to the left of that septic. I want the deck to pretty much look over the fire pit. Not obviously enough to catch it on fire, but damn close. This tile was like a last minute selection, but I really like it. We were looking at a bigger tile. This is the theater room right here. This is gonna be the theater rooms, like, well, you can see this is where all the equipment's going. This is gonna be our bar. There'll be a bar right here. Obviously, you'll come to the walkout. This is what the walkout is, meaning that like you can literally walk out. You're in a basement, but you can walk out. Then there'll be a fire pit. There'll be a deck above you. That's where I was pointing before, where we'll walk out of our master. And there'll be a deck right there, so you can see that whole addition that would have been just lined up directly up. So we added 6 foot onto the master, and that was the right call. We're gonna flatten all this out right here, so we'll have like a football field for the kids to play with. So when we come through with the dirt work, I'm gonna probably come out about here. They're gonna reshape some of these stones. He was kind of giving me crap, saying that, you know, my guy didn't do the best job. And I said, all right, well then fix it. He's like, well, have the other guy come fix it. I'm like, you know what? You said it's wrong, you fix it, and I'll pay you. And we'll just let the other guy do what he did, but nobody else was willing to do it, and he was. So if you guys didn't check out our video about our electrician, this is my biggest point of contention, I think. I guess it will be. We literally ran conduit underneath so we didn't have to run the wires all through the ceiling. And he said, we didn't do that because that's not the easiest way to do things. I'm like, well, that's what we planned, and that's what we talked about on as a plan. Another bedroom down here, bathroom over here, nice big shower. We're not into bathtubs. I think bathtubs are out of style. I don't think anybody takes a bath anymore, really. At least to me, Like everybody I survey, I'm like, do you need a bathtub? They're like, yeah, you need one. I'm like, how many times have you taken a bath? And they're like, oh, well, like never. So I'm like, so you don't need one. So if you have a new baby, obviously you need one. So this area was not gonna be finished off. Like it was just blank space. That was the design. Okay, this is gonna be our pool room. This will be like where we shoot pool. We'll put a pool table in here. And guess who's paying for it? Floor and Decor. I've got like 200,000 points from all the tile that I bought. So they're paying for my pool table, not me. Pretty cool. For that whole washer and dryer situation, I was like, well, most of these are in the basement anyway, so we reworked it to be right here. You can see I've got 4 furnaces in this thing. This is just gonna be a big storage area. My wife will probably turn it into like an arts and crafts room or something like that. Cool. That's what we got so far. I'm gonna go through some of the prices with you guys. Oh, if you're not subscribed to our channel yet, make sure you do. I don't know anybody else who's bringing you as much content as we are. Stuff gets banged up. This happened while our drywall guys are out here, so you have to assume that's who did it. Nobody ever like says, hey, I did that. This is gonna be where the basketball court's gonna be. One thing that the guy who pointed out the wall too, he's like, your kids are gonna skin their knees really bad on this basketball court. And I was like, you're 100% right. And so we're gonna have to smooth this out. We'll figure out a way to do that. We'll either put like rubber down or we'll smooth out the actual concrete. But yeah, definitely was a mistake there too. So a lot of mistakes. The basketball hoop will go right here. We're gonna flatten all this out. I'm gonna kill all these weeds myself. One thing I learned from the guy who's doing the dirt work, I'm like, why are all these weeds growing? He's like, well, seeds grow to weeds. When they take all this nice topsoil, this is all black topsoil. When they take that out and the guy stacks it to the side for you, it sits there. And then when the other guys are excavating their property, what happens is those seeds turn into weeds. So these are 2 dirt piles, the ones that look like big weed piles. So all this is gonna be flattened out. We'll have a fire pit right over here. We'll have a huge deck coming off, and I think it's gonna look great. So far, I'm pretty proud of it. So, you know, would I have changed anything? Yeah, if I had to do things over again, I probably would have not done it myself. But I'm in it, and I'm not quitting. Look at all that lumber. It's like gold right now. What's up?
Hey, we're gonna spend like half the day just getting this trailer unloaded. Are you gonna be cool if we use the front door and put it back again?
Yeah, I was cool the first time with it. Yeah.
I know it bothered you, and I understand.
If it gets busted, I'm not gonna be cool.
Well, no, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move the trailer and do that. So because we want to get out of here today, we're gonna bump around. And
yeah, I would rather you not bump your stuff and destroy it than do that whole thing. But like I said, just take it back off, put it back on, and then
we'll take care of it.
Are you guys putting everything in today? Is that what I understand?
Closet, master bath, and then we'll be back in a couple weeks with the basement stuff.
Cool. Yeah, do what you gotta do. I'm getting a dumpster out here too, so it should clean up some of the mess that you guys are sorting through.
All right, thanks.
Thanks for asking. All this tile, man. What do you think? You like this? This is going in the master. It's gonna be laid that way, I think. No, that's not going in the master. It's going in one of the restrooms. This is going in the kids' bathroom. So what do you think? Would you build your own house? Oh, we haven't even talked about what we gotta finish. So we're gonna put some stone work up here on the top. I'm actually gonna call that dumpster company right now. Oh, one quick little tip. If you're ordering dumpsters, a lot of these dumpster companies are just lies. They're actually owned by like some other company that's good at SEO. So you're gonna end up like paying 200 bucks more just because you clicked the wrong link. So just make sure you order directly with whoever you're doing it with.
Please hold while I try to connect you.
This is funny. We're gonna pour concrete here and then we decided we're gonna do brick. So we may not even have that done while we move in. But this is what our guy did for the flower pit. It's like, come on, man. You have a bunch of concrete and like one rose bush or something in there. So obviously don't let your concrete guy design your driveway. Any questions, any comments, anything you wanna learn? Where I messed up, I got no problem admitting where I messed up on things. Still figuring out a lot of that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you comment, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're gonna bring you more content than anybody else about real stuff that you can learn from, that you can apply, that you can make money on. And I want to tell you something, if you're out in the trades and you're sweating your balls off right now, like, man, I want to get ahead, I want to get more than what I have currently, guess what? All you got to do is subscribe, share this video with a friend, and you can learn from what we're doing, or you can hire me as a coach. Click the link below, schedule a strategy call with us. We're growing, we've got like 20 something guys in there right now, a couple girls that are joining the team, and all these guys are going to learn how to do exactly what I do. Any questions, let me know. I hope you subscribe, I hope you learn something on this video, and I hope you get started investing in real estate. I'll check you in the next one. Peace.